A policeman, caught a driver who drove so fast and exceeded the limit and was writing down the ticket for him. So the driver said, "You don't know who I am, that's why. You don't know. I am the chairman of the district representative here. And we are having a meeting right now. And without me, the meeting cannot start. So please let me go quickly." So the policeman said, yes, I know, sir. That's why I'm writing very fast. He wanted to escape the ticket. I'm writing very fast. A couple went to the airport, to go on holiday, So they had everything, and they brought the luggage for checking in and everything. And then suddenly the husband said, "Oh my God, I remember everything, He talked to his wife. "I remember absolutely everything. But I wish I could bring the dining table here as well." So the wife said, "Why? But we go to the hotel and they would have dining table over there. What are you talking about?" And the husband said in a very, very low voice, "Because our ticket is on that table." A friend asked another friend, "How is the second-hand car that you bought last week? Is it okay?" So the second friend said, "Oh, terrible, terrible. You would have never heard so much noise like this in your life. So much noise from that car. Everything in the car makes noise except the horn." A lady was having lunch with her husband and saying that she had been to the doctor. And she said to her husband, "Oh, the doctor said, well, my health is not very good, even though I don't have any disease, but I need a change of climate. Okay? So I think I should go to California or Miami for a week or two, or better a month. What do you think, honey?" So the husband said, "Oh, no need change. You don't need go to Miami for changing climate. I heard that the typhoon is coming tomorrow." Change the climate. Two groups of people played football together, and of course, one group lost. So the referee comforted his team and said, "Well, why are you so upset, Even a great personage sometimes comes second. So no big deal." And one of the teammates say, "How about George Washington? He never came second. He's the number one intelligent person in America, right? He's the first president of America, right? And he's first in war and he's best in peace. He's always the first. And he's the foremost in the heart of our American citizens. Is that not so?" The referee said, yes, correct. But remember, he married a widow. Came second. Second hand. There was a lady, a little middle-aged, old, a little bit old and small and weak, came to the post office. And she bought some stamps for her envelope. And then she asked a man next to her, "Please, could you help me to write down the address on this envelope for me?" Because she cannot write. So the man was very happy to help the old lady, and he wrote everything down the way she wanted and where she wanted. And afterward, she also asked him to write down a little note on the piece of paper, the letter, so that she can put it inside the envelope. And after he wrote everything, he asked her, "Is there anything else I can do for you now?" So the lady said, "Yes, if you don't mind, please write down P.S. Excuse the terrible handwriting. Okay, got it, huh?
Yeah.
You got everything, huh? There was a person who just invented. In the old time when we didn't have telephones yet, we didn't have radio or anything, there was a person who first invented a kind of communicating system. So he tried it out, so he gave the one end to the friend, and the other end he kept in his car. And then he drove about 100 miles away, and then tried to communicate with that friend. But he tried hard and harder, and the machine just keeps I couldn't hear anything. So he tried hard and harder, and he fixed here and fixed there, and he shouted in the receiver, and so like that, and sweating for about half an hour. Nothing happened. So the wife sat with him in the car and said, if you are so desperate to talk to somebody, why don't you turn around and talk to me? I don't understand, huh? One mother tried to feed her son, saying, oh, look here, this is very good for you. Carrots will make your lips pink and your cheeks rouge. It's very beautiful. Please eat quickly, finish it. And after he finished the carrot, the mother said, eat more, there are still more vegetables inside your dish. He said, but I don't think I want green cheeks. Two mothers talked to each other about how difficult it is to deal with children nowadays, especially when you don't have a husband, when the husband left. So she said, well, Fancy, you cannot imagine, the three of my boys, they stick together. And whenever one of them did anything wrong, they never tell the other two, they just shut up and never say one word. They keep all silent and they just cover each other. So I never can find out who's done anything wrong. So the second mother laughed and said, well, this kind of problem I already solved a long time ago. So the first one asked her, but how? How did you do it? She said, well, very easy. Whenever something is done wrong in the house, I put three of my sons all in one room. Lock them in there and don't give them any supper. And the next morning, I look for whoever has the black eyes and I punish that one. So this one is for the diet person. If you think you are a little bit fertilized and you think you can read this. There are two people talking about dieting, and the first one say, well, you know what? I have the best diet system in the world. Then the second woman, of course, is eager to know what it is. And she say, well, from this Sunday to next Sunday, you only can drink orange juice. For lunch and dinner and breakfast. Nothing else. Anytime you're hungry, you just drink a glass of orange juice. So the first person asked, is it really effective? So the second person said, well, it is effective. At least it makes you hate orange juice. Okay. Two old friends, two old lady friends met each other. And so the first one said, wow, I'm so happy that you have decided to stay together and not divorce. So the second one said, yes. We have decided to stay together because of the children. You see, George doesn't want them and I don't want them either. You understand? No. Okay. Most of the time when the couple gets divorced, the church will award the children to the husband or the wife. Maybe both, half or something like that. Most of the time, the church will give the children to the one who has more money, more steady income, and more financial security. Understand? In that case, both of them may be financially secure, but both of them don't want the children, so they have to stay together. Two doctors talking together. The young one, the inexperienced and young one, complained to the older one, saying, "Oh, I'm fed up. Every time we go somewhere, I have a party or something, somebody always takes me aside and ask me about his sickness and this and that and others and tells him to diagnose him right there." So the old doctor said, "Oh, there's no problem. Before, I used to have the same trouble too, but I solved it." So the young doctor asked, "How?" The old doctor said, "Well, anytime somebody took me aside and asked for a diagnosis, I tell him, take off your clothes." And then immediately the trouble ends right there. Okay, I think enough, all right? Oh, gosh. There was a person who went to the countryside for checking the population and to know what the citizens of the country think about everything in the country, yeah? How you say? Checking their inner thoughts, right? The citizens thinking. So they came and asked one of the householders, saying, "Well, would you let us know what concerns you most at the present time?" So the man was very serious and said, "Well, the thing I'm concerned most about at the moment is that both of you stood on top of my door, which is newly painted." Just painted. This is a very bad one, but maybe it's funny. There were two people selling furniture in the market. And the first person asked the second, "I don't know how you manage to sell it so cheaply. Even if I sell it at the base cost, yeah, without any interest at all, without any gain at all, I could only make $4 a piece. And you sell it for $2. How come?" So the other person said, "Well, you should learn to do it like me. I go and steal it." I can sell at whatever cost. Terrible, huh? Is that a bad joke, huh? I think this finished now. Oh, there was a child who was running around making a noise in the library. So the mother called her and said, "Shh, don't make so much noise. People cannot read." So she said, "If they cannot read, what are they doing here?" In a library, huh? Okay. Two persons. There's a senator who is running for the Senate, right? So, after driving his wife home, both of them just threw themselves on their bed and were exhausted. So the husband said, "Oh, I have never been so tired in my life." Now the wife also said, "Oh yes, I can't remember the last time I have been so tired like this." So the husband, senator, said, "Well, I am tired because I have to read the speech 7 times, but you haven't done nothing. How come you're tired?" So the wife said, "Yeah, because I have to listen to it 7 times." Okay. So one of the candidates was going from house to house to try to advertise himself. Yeah. And so giving people the introduction of his life and literature, one by one. One time he went into a house and then he had not even opened his mouth and there was a big dog already in the open. The dog smiled and barked at him loudly and chased after him. So he threw his literature back to the woman and ran. So the woman said, "What are you running for?" And the man said, "Congress." He's running for Congress. You understand? Only the Americans understand that. There was a couple who went for holidays, yeah, just like Disneyland or something, and there was one place outside is stated echo point, yeah, meaning whenever you speak, it echoes back to you. So the wife told the husband, "You try." And the husband said, "Well, I think it's silly, but okay, if you want, I will try it." So he talked to the machine. He said, "Baloney." And nothing happened. Yeah? So he tried again. "Baloney." He talked very loud into the machine. Yeah. So nothing happened. So the wife said, "Try again." And then the husband, with louder voice, tried with all his might, talking into the ecosystem, saying, "I'm the most handsome guy." And you know what happened? And then now, both of them heard the echo back, "Baloney." The husband said to his wife, "I'm sure all our 3 children, when grown up, will become doctors." So the wife said, "How do you know?" Husband said, "Because they never come when we need them." There was a girl who came to a clothing shop and asked the man who sells the clothes, "Can I try the bikini on in the window there?" So the man said, "Of course, that will attract more customers." You get it or not? Just a play of words. All right. So let's see, where were we yesterday? Now let's become serious and try to be a Buddha, okay? Where were we yesterday? 38? 39? Yeah. Okay, now, number 40. Now is the Buddha time, okay? Number 40. You remember all this, yeah? Let's introduce a little for those who didn't hear yesterday. When Shiva was asked by his wife about the method of concentration, he told her many, yeah? And we have been through to 39. Today we begin again with 40. Number 40, if you want to concentrate, one of the methods that you make, try to consider, is the whole universe as your own body, full of bliss. Okay, you try. And number 41, if you are married, yeah, while being caressed, he called her sweet princess, enter the caressing as the everlasting life. Just try to turn the situation around so you don't sink into the physical pleasure, but enter the pleasure just as much as the everlasting life. Then you just remember the everlasting life. And whenever you feel like your sense begins to draw you into the physical sensation, then you just stop right there. Stop that. So that's how you block the door of sensations, if you want to. All right? Number 42. At the beginning of sexual union, keep attentive on the fire in the beginning and continuing to avoid the embers at the end. Understand? No. Okay. If you don't understand, then I don't. What he means is that this is another kind of practice people use in Tantra yoga. People think Tantra yoga people indulge in pleasure seeking, but it's not true. What they try to do is to satisfy the mind, but not exhaust their body and energy. Maybe they are engaged in sexual activity, but they never let the energy flow out into the empty physical world by not finishing the act of sexual union. You understand? If you don't understand, you're going to ask your doctor. I can't. I can't tell you everything here. If you don't understand, it's good. And you don't have to understand, all right? It's for married people, if they want to practice this. Because sometimes some people cannot avoid having sexual union together due to their body function. And some people have more sexual desire than other people. I have read in the newspapers somewhere that lately in America they have done some research, and the result is that 1 out of 10 couples in America don't have sexual activities together. Or sometimes they have it in the beginning, and maybe a year or many months later they stop it altogether, and they're happy without. Not that they cheat on each other, but they're just happy, they're finished. Maybe the time is up and they don't need, they don't desire, they don't have any craving for this sexual drive anymore. And they exist together as husband and wife, but they don't have any physical sexual interaction with each other. That's in America. Maybe elsewhere it's the same thing. Just because people don't do research doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Therefore you see the nuns and the monks and the priests and the sisters of many different orders, they also exist as human beings, but they don't have sexual appetite. That happens. In case you do, the master here advises that you should not burn up your energy by letting your pleasure come to the climax end. Maybe you love each other and perhaps proceed with the sexual act, but don't finish it. Just like continue to do it, but don't finish. And then therefore preserve the desire for each other still all the time, but not exhausting each other and yourself by releasing the energy from within. You understand what I mean? Yeah. Okay. If you don't, then try to ask your doctor about what I mean. Or I tell you in private. Number 43. You do understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me make it clearer. When the husband and wife have intercourse with each other, right? And then later if they finish it, they feel very exhausted because some of the energy through the form of liquid, will leak out from their body to the outside. And that makes them very tired and exhausted. And they age very quickly. According to research, again in America, every time you have intercourse, it doesn't matter in what form, you age 1 day and a half more, quicker than normal, according to research. I am no expert. All right? That's why many people in India, they practice a form of yoga called Tantra yoga. That means they practice the act of love-making without having it come to an end. They just continue the activity, but they do not let the fluid of the body come out. Now you understand?
Yeah.
The fluid of the man will make a woman pregnant and have children. If they stop that fluid from within themselves, that's what it means. Understand?
Yeah.
So if you don't let the fluid come out, it's okay. That's what he meant. This is for the husband and wife in case they cannot stop the desire for sexual intercourse altogether. Then they could practice this method of Tantra yoga. That's why many people in India, they practice a form of yoga called Tantra yoga. That means they practice the act of love-making without having it come to an end. They just continue the activity, but they do not let the fluid of the body come out. Now you understand?
Yeah.
The fluid of the man will make a woman pregnant and have children. If they stop that fluid from within themselves, that's what it means. Understand?
Yes.
So if you don't let the fluid come out, it's okay. That's what he meant. But it takes a lot of control. It takes practice. It's not that you want to stop it and it stops. Yeah? Because mostly we are used to carrying on with the pleasure feeling and we just let it go. So most of the women and wives, they cannot control their sexual outcome, and make trouble for themselves and make them tired and things like that. There was a lady in America, she wanted a divorce because her husband always wanted to make love with her. For example, like that. And she says she's so tired. She has not so much energy for pleasure anymore. Yeah, it could exhaust you and make you unfit for work, to be mother, or to be just a lively person. Therefore, the master taught his disciples at that time to conserve the life fluid. Therefore, conserve the energies. Men and women alike. Men and women alike. Mostly men have more trouble than women. A woman, sometimes they don't know what it means by having sexual satisfaction or things like that. But the men do. Men sometimes need it. I'm sorry to talk so much about this. Is that okay? Yeah? Maybe you need to know. If you don't, just ignore it. Maybe you do, huh? Okay, number 44. When in such embrace, your senses are shaken as leaves. Enter this shaking. Okay. Perhaps he meant when two people are in love, yeah? And when they embrace each other, they will feel very excited. So their whole body and feeling is trembling. So in that case, you do not get lost in the feeling of the physical sensation, but you should just enter the trembling, yeah, and stay there and be centered. Just enter and be centered. And do not let yourself get lost in the sensation of the physical feeling. That's what it is. So you see, the master here teaches you in any kind of situation, whether disturbance or pleasure, you should turn it around to your own advantage and preserve your cosmic energy from within you. Normally in India, if a practitioner, truly practitioner, he would be advised that he have 2 or 3 children and then stop having sex altogether with his wife. Just like Mahatma Gandhi did. He has told you in his biography how he avoided a sexual union with his wife by trying to look at her as a mother or as a sister or as a daughter, and try to avoid having contact with her in private when nobody else is around. In that way, he avoided sexual contact with her for many decades until they both die, and they had no problem. I'm not saying that you must or you should or you ought to do it. It's just for your reference, all right? It's your life. You do whatever you think is good for you. You do whatever you think is appropriate so that you can advance quicker in your spiritual practice. Yeah, I am no holier than thou person sitting here and pinpointing you, saying you must do this and that and others. All right? Number 45. I don't understand this. Even remembering union without the embrace, the transformation. Should we just leave it? Leave it, huh? Oh, all this embracing. It's embarrassing. Number 46. On joyously seeing a long absent friend. Permit this joy. All right. Have you ever seen a long absent friend before?
Yes.
Yes, okay. At that time you feel very happy, right? Okay. And when you are happy, show it. And radiate all this happiness to all the people around you, not only the friend alone. Because when you show it, everybody knows it too. But be natural, okay? Be natural. Don't try it with a loudspeaker. 47. When eating or drinking, become the taste of the food or drink and be filled. Well, this I don't understand, but maybe you understand better. Try to become the taste of the food and be filled. That means you don't have to eat a lot. right? You might try, huh? For example, when we eat and drink, normally we just eat and then talk, talk to a friend, and then afterward don't know what you have eaten. Yeah, and then so even if you have eaten, you did not feel very satisfied. And sometimes it gives you digestion problems because you don't concentrate on the blessed taste that the Lord has endowed upon you through the food. So the taste of the food is perhaps the blessing from the Lord. So whenever we eat, we should appreciate the taste, and think about it as a love from God. Therefore, after we finished, we will feel very satisfied and full without having to eat a lot, which makes you feel sluggish and sleepy. Actually, whenever we eat, we should not talk because the negativity enters through the mouth and shares the food with us and spoils the food, making it unwholesome, unholy, and sometimes poisonous. All right? But of course, you come here once a while and you eat together and you don't see each other for a long time. Some from Europe, some from America, some from Singapore, India, whatever. So I cannot even forbid you again. You don't talk while you meditate. You don't talk while you sleep. You don't talk while you listen to me. And you don't talk while you eat. Oh, terrible. And then you feel like you're being so restricted. So but whenever you can, all right, try to remember the taste of the food and stay there instead of talking too much. Okay? I try to remember the taste of what is this here. Grapefruit, very nice. All right. Number 48. Now, very nice. Oh, lotus eye one. See that? Sweet of touch. He praises her. That her touch is even so sweet, and her eyes are like the lotus. When singing, seeing, tasting, be aware you are and discover the ever-living. Be aware that you are. When we doing any activity such as singing, eating, or seeing something, be aware who is the seer, who is the one that tastes, who is the one that sings. That's what he meant. Always be self-centered and remember the true master of the house. And do not run after the object, but remain centered. Yeah? See, but do not run. Understand? Do not be drawn into the object. And always stay here, stable like a mountain, witnessing everything around, but still always aware of the true self. Don't I sound like a Zen master, eh? Big deal, huh? Big talk, huh? You understood? Yeah, sure. Maybe more than I do. 49. Wherever satisfaction is found, in whatever act, actualize this. You know what this is? This is this. And finished. I cannot explain this to you. And if you don't understand this, then forget this. Number 50. At the point of sleep, when sleep has not yet come and external wakefulness vanishes, at this point, true being is revealed. Have you tried that? Yeah, you have? Sure you have. Even I have. If you remember well, sometimes you finish your meditation, right? On the cushion. And then you left, you go to bed. right? At that time you feel you're very sleepy. But then when you jump on the bed, you haven't slept yet. Immediately at that point, sometimes the light came, flooding, right?
Yeah.
And then you sit there, meditate for 3 hours, nothing happened. And then as soon as you feel tired, okay, I'm fed up. And then you went to sleep, you just lay down, and immediately the light came, floating. Or sometimes the sound came and took you up into soaring into high above heaven. Is that not so?
Yeah.
That is this. Okay, 51. In summer, when you see the entire sky endlessly clear, enter such clarity. Oh, this is very clear to you, no? Yeah? No? You know what? Sometimes we look into the sky intensely, huh? And then sometimes it feels like we enter a kind of space, huh? Very clear. It's not the real sky that we enter. It is the outer sky that leads us into the inner sky. Just like when sometimes you sit and meditate without even the sky, but you saw the sky at night or even in the morning, but you saw clearly the midday sun and the midday sky. Or sometimes in the daytime you sit here alone in the dark room, but you saw the sky, the Milky Way, and the beautiful evening stars, and the moon, etc. Is that not so?
Yeah.
That's what this is. 52. As another method. Lie down as if you're dead. And rack in wrath and stay so. Or stare without moving an eyelash. Or suck something and become the sucking. It's so funny. Oh, this you know. I don't understand. And racked in wrath. I don't understand why you should be angry like that. Huh? All right. I must be more enlightened to understand all these unenlightened things. Okay. What he means is whatever you do, try to be dead to the body, but enter the activity alone. Understand? 53. Without support for feet or hands, sit only on your buttocks and suddenly the centering. This is the translation. Without support for feet or hands, sit only on the buttocks, suddenly the centering. Wow. Wow. It's really mysterious. You see that? You see that?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Then we go to the next. Well, I'm glad you see that. I haven't seen anything. My God. This master is very funny. Well, I don't know what he destroyed, but at least he destroyed my intellect. Number 54. In an easy position, gradually pervade an area between the armpits into great feet. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this I don't understand. You understand? Yeah, right? Okay, thank you very much. And the next one. Number 55. 55th. See as if for the first time a beautiful person or unordinary object. Oh, I've seen it many times. What he means is concentrate. Huh? Everything here is about concentration. So, there is a practice in Lamaism, Tibet, about concentration. Like they would give you a picture of a deity or a devil-looking picture, a devil-looking like personage, and then they tell you to just stare at it and try to remember all the details. What his pen looks like, what his head looks like, what his fang looks like, and what his eyes look like. For example, every detail, and try to see everything. Even until the person takes the picture away, you still have a vivid impression of that picture. Perhaps that's what it is with looking at something like it's the first time. Try to concentrate. Whatever you look at it intensely, and don't waver your attention or look around back and forth and in and out, etc., etc. Perhaps that's what it means. Okay? Mm-hmm. Perhaps, I don't know. Who cares about all this? We practice Guanyin method. Simple. Our goal is very simple. Just to become a Buddha, right? Nothing more. We don't ask for much, do we? All right. Oh, this. Number 56. With mouth slightly open. Keep mind in the middle of the tongue. Or as breath comes silently in, feel the sound. Yeah, that's what it is. Feel the sound of breathing. That's what it is. Yeah? But here it says H. So now, so I don't think you should do this in public, do you? You open your mouth and put your mind on tongue. I think if you have any sense of intelligence, I don't think I need to advise you not to do it in the public, huh? And not to do this in the restaurant either. You must eat. And not to do that on a lecture platform, or you have to speak, okay? Otherwise, my God. I have never seen a person like that before. Oh yeah, I have seen some. Some of you. In the middle of the retreat, like this. Sometimes. I don't know what you're doing. Perhaps you already mastered this technique to perfection. What else? Yeah, now I know. You're reading all this behind my back, huh? And practice it behind my back as well, huh? Okay, I think we forget it, huh? What, huh? 58 until when? Oh, we're already halfway. Yeah. Halfway, huh? My God. Every day I keep turning the page. It looks like it never comes to an end. All right. It's nearly 9 o'clock. Take a deep breath. Feel the sound of and good night. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. See you tomorrow if you're still here. Oh my God. Next time the boys sit behind there, make 3-4 rows, okay? And not just like this, like army camp. Yeah, make a little thicker or sit right here. Not 2 rows like this and behind there 4, 5, 6 rows. It's the same thing. Terrible. Terrible. I don't know. No more, huh? Where's my umbrella? Have you seen it? Got it? No? Okay. You haven't seen my umbrella somewhere? Then I must have put it somewhere else. I put it somewhere else, right? And somebody else would have seen it, right? There's a person who asked a girl, "Oh, have I seen you somewhere before?" So the second person said, "No, I don't think so. I haven't seen you." So the first person asks, "Have you been to California lately?" And the other person say, "No, I have never been to California." Or the first person says, "Me neither." And he says, maybe somebody else has been in California and somebody else has seen that person there. Not the two of us. Okay, good night.